The Taurus GX4 subcompact 9mm pistol. Does it work? And will it save your life? As a reviewer, I think it is important for me to tell you guys where I get my stuff from. Taurus did not send this pistol out to me, and it is completely unsponsored by them. So you are thinking, does this firearm work? Well, before we talk about does it work and how it functions, I think it's important to understand who this pistol is for, why are you buying this pistol, and kind of what are you getting for the money when you do buy this pistol. To start out, this thing is a fairly inexpensive firearm. If you're looking for a cheap introduction to subcompact pistols, this is probably what you want to shoot for. This is for the people that don't want to dump a ton of money into a first pistol, or maybe you have a few other pistols but they're not subcompact. This is a good one for you. Now, if you already have a bunch of subcompact pistols, I wouldn't necessarily say this is a need to own, but maybe it's something you just want to add to your collection. I wouldn't say that if you have like a nice, I don't know, Glock or SIG or a higher end subcompact pistol concealed carry weapon that you should go spend the money on this. Maybe you should spend the money on training or ammo. But if you're looking to just get into it for $285, which is what this pistol not MSRP is for, but what you can pretty much pick it up for, can't go wrong for the price. It's definitely that budget option. That's something that somebody doesn't want to spend a ton of money on, but is still a usable firearm, and it doesn't really come with a ton of features, but it's still functional. It still works. It's for that person that wants to get into subcompact, maybe concealed carry firearms, but doesn't want to spend a ton of money. That's really where it hits the nail on the head here. As previously mentioned, this is a subcompact pistol, and the subcompact pistol really caters to those that are looking to get into self-defense concealed carry. And one of the key aspects to self-defense and concealed carry is being very proficient with your firearm. And to do that, you usually have to spend a lot of time training and using the firearm. And what better place to train and use the firearm than on your own land? And if you do not have your own land, you can get your own land over at Classic Country Land. Classic Country Land is a big supporter of the channel there. They do real estate, they do owner financing. They've been in business for over 20 years, and they're all linked at the description down below or at Classic Country Land. So go check them out. If you've made it this far into the video, you might have checked off the box that this pistol is for you. Let's talk about what you get for this pistol. For $280 some or an MSRP of $400, you get this small little subcompact 9mm pistol. The magazines, which it does come with 2 when you buy it, hold 11, and then you can do +1 up. So a total of 11 +1, or you can run 12 total. You get a little 3-inch barrel. This thing is about 4 inches tall, give or take, and a total size of it is about 6, huge. You have awesome serrations here on the side, which feel on this metal slide here, good. Tactical, if you want to be a little LARPer, you know. Tactical, you can do a little check right there, you know what I'm saying? You have a front dot here and a back sight that moves side to side if you need to adjust it or however you want to work with it. It is a striker fire pistol, magazine and everything, you know, goes in pretty normal. One magazine doesn't have a lip and the other one does. Kind of like one of the reasons I'm not as big of a fan of subcompact is because my hand falls off of it. But with the lip, it kind of catches my pinky, which is nice. Magazine release. One of the things I gripe about on a lot of pistols, and even on Tauruses that I've reviewed in the past, is the magazine release is not really out there. Hard to hit. Usually I hate it when they're flush. This one's not flush, actually, believe it or not. It's actually pretty easy to hit and pretty easy to drop the mag, which I like. When you're doing them tactical quick reloads, you just hit it, throw it down. Trigger is nice, smooth, easy to use. It's not bad at all, really. It's kind of comfortable. There's additional, the grip's textured, but there's an additional texturing up here, kind of where you'd rest your finger on the safe. Like if you're just doing, if you're just pointing up, just like trying to get a sight picture, there is a textured area up here, which I kind of like. It is on both sides. If you wanted to swap the mag release, you could. You want to take it apart, there's an ability to be ambi. There is no safety on this Taurus right here. This is the unsafe Taurus. Unsafety. Safety's right here. Keep it in your head and use it how you see. Other than that, that's kind of all the specs and features of the Taurus. It is black, in case you couldn't see. So you made it this far. You found out that you are the person this is for. You're looking for an entry-level pistol. You are okay with the specs and the features of it. You're okay with that 11+1 and the overall length of 6. Now you're wondering, will it work? Will it perform? Will it shoot? Will it do what it's supposed to do when it needs to do it? Well, I can't guarantee that it will do what it needs to do when it needs to do it, but what I can guarantee is that if you check out Basement Operator Company, you will get an awesome t-shirt that will improve your drinking ability, will improve your dexterity and overall performance and LARPing ability out on the range. So check out basementoperator.com. That is our apparel line, if you didn't know. We have some really awesome stuff over there. It'll help you out by looking awesome, and it'll help us out by supporting the channel, so we really appreciate it. Back to this little pistol. It does work. It does shoot, especially for that cheaper price point. It performed actually pretty good. I was really happy with how it shot. I can't obviously guarantee performance all the time, but for me, in my experience, it worked good here out on the range, shooting it, using the ammo that we had out here. We used some Callaway ballistics and some other stuff that Kerr Ammo sent out. Big shout out to both of them. The gun just worked good. I am not a super huge subcompact person, as previously mentioned, but the gun is nice. It felt nice and it worked good. I was able to get a good grip on it and shoot it, and I mean, through my experience and through my testing here out on the channel, it worked really well. After all of that has been said and done, you might actually wonder, is it worth it? Is it worth all the money? Is it worth buying this over that? And I can say it's very dependent. If you are just the first time gun owner and you're looking for something that works and is reliable, this is probably a good investment, especially for that $280-some price point. It's easy to get into, it's fairly inexpensive in the realm of firearms. Firearms will get super expensive. And it's something that you can ease your way into. Now, if you're an experienced gun owner and you have a ton of guns, I would say maybe go something a little bit more expensive. A SIG, or maybe even a Glock. Spend a little bit extra money, especially if you're using it a lot. Buy once, cry once is definitely a real thing. If you know you're gonna be using it a ton and you have the options and you have a little bit more money to throw at it, I might consider going up to something like the SIG or a Glock or another subcompact that's a little bit more reputable and something that, you know, you can invest a little bit more in and feel more comfortable with. But if you're just looking to get into it, you're just looking to use it, you're looking to practice with it, this is a good option. So I had mentioned buy once, cry once, but maybe you don't have to cry as much if you follow me on Instagram. There I post all kinds of deals on my story, from this pistol to anything you can really think of. So go check me out over on Instagram. And remember, you can't train, you can't LARP, you can't shoot without your own land. So make sure that you go check out Classic Country Land. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.